About a year ago, we formed as Connecticut's first Family Justice Center. So what happened is we brought all services under one roof into our headquarters in Bridgeport. So our victims really don't need to go from one place to another. They have all their services right there, what they need. We cover 6 towns: Bridgeport, Easton, Trumbull, Monroe, Fairfield, and Stratford. And we are the source.
Oh. And I mean, the services are so wide-ranging.
They really are. We do education. We go into the schools. We have advocates on college campuses because date rape is a huge issue.
And, you know, talking about those services and being the state's like Family Justice Center first one, how does this budget limbo that we're in now kind of impact you guys and keeping these services going, which are so crucial for so many people and families?
Absolutely. We rely on federal and state money for our budget. It's in our budget. We've been able to budget a certain amount. We have no idea what's going to happen. We're hoping for the best, but what it's done is it's increased our fundraising tremendously. We know that we have a long road ahead of us this year. Yeah. And our first event this fall season is our Speaking of Women event.
Yeah. And this is a big event for you guys. 20th, is this the 20th anniversary?
It's our 20th anniversary, which I can't believe that it's been on for so long. I mean, most events kind of fizzle out after 3, 4, or 5 years. We're 20 years, which says a lot. We have it at the Waterview, which is a wonderful venue.
Beautiful venue, yes.
Really beautiful. And this year we have Lara Logan. And, you know, people see Lara as the composed 60 Minutes correspondent. She was covering the uprising in Egypt back in 2011 when she was gang raped and almost left for dead. Many people don't know that about her. She could have kept it quiet. She decided she was going to speak out, so she does. Her message is powerful, compelling. She's a victim who's been able to work through it and come out at the other end.
Now, is that powerful for people that attend these luncheons, getting speakers like this who have survived something like that and hearing their stories? I mean, I imagine it's so difficult to even speak about for so many people. Oh. And having someone able to do that and be there, I mean, it must impact.
It does impact, and it's so interesting to watch the people who are there. And we draw a lot of men, a lot of sponsors are men. And after last year's, we had a client speak last year, and after her speech, the men at my table all had tears in their eyes. I don't think anybody really understands what people go through, and men and women are victims of domestic violence and sexual assault, and what it does to you as a person. It's trauma. Yeah. It's PTSD.
And as you mentioned, this luncheon where she's going to be speaking is actually next Tuesday, September 19th.
It is.
And it's so important now, especially in this state budget limbo, that you guys get the support to continue helping so many local families. So how can people, you know, get tickets for this luncheon?
It's very easy to get tickets. Our website is centerforfamilyjustice.org. You can just log on. There's a big banner across the homepage which tells you how to go about getting tickets. If you're not comfortable buying tickets online, there's a number to call. Very easy. We have probably about 75 more spots left, and we would really love to see the Waterview overflowing with people. Yeah. So anybody who wants a ticket, absolutely.
It's supporting an amazing cause.
It's supporting an amazing cause.
And as you mentioned, part of what you guys do is education. Now, I found it interesting recently, especially in the wake of Irma and Harvey, that really these natural disasters we see do have a big impact on domestic violence victims, which isn't something you necessarily think about right away. But I know especially in the work you guys do, it's so important if someone's in a dangerous situation that they get out of it. But these kind of disasters can prevent that a little bit.
Well, just think of a person who's in a domestic violence situation. They're living with their abuser. If they're going through an attack, a Harvey or any kind of a hurricane or a natural disaster, so often the phone lines, you lose your cell phone, you're absolutely cut off. So you have no escape from your abuser. And it's situations like this that can really stress anybody out and force horrible things to happen in the home. And there's another aspect too where some people are in safe houses. they're hiding from their abusers. Those safe houses are destroyed.
Right, having to leave those,
Having
go to
to
a
leave,
shelter.
go to a shelter where you might run into your abuser.
Yeah.
It's just horrible, the impact that something like that can have.
And just some really interesting information you guys have been sharing on social media.
We do.
So
We
definitely
love to
worth.
share things like that on social media just to build awareness. So we have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter account, and we're always posting.
Yeah,
Just,
so-
yeah.
And part of raising awareness coming up in October for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, you guys do vigils all through the towns
We
that
do.
you guys cover. And these are really powerful events. And I know I've spoken to Deb Greenwood in the past. A lot of these events you have survivors come. You also have people that are
that's
maybe in
true.
the midst of it, and they come up to you guys afterwards, to seek maybe help or advice. So tell us a little bit about the vigils and kind of the purpose.
Well, the vigils they all start at 6 o'clock at night. We do 2 in Bridgeport and then 5 in the other towns. And each one, what's so interesting is I try to go to every single one of the vigils. Each one is different. They all have their different flavor in what they do. For example, in Trumbull, it coincides with the Clothesline Project. And if you've never seen the Clothesline Project at the Trumbull Library, it's amazing. Just
Powerful.
kids and adults have told their stories through drawing, and they put them up on T-shirts.
Outside the library, yeah, it's really powerful.
It's so powerful. So that, and every town does something a little bit different. So go to one, go to them all. Those are on our website too, with all the times. They start the first 2 weeks in October.
That's right. I think the first one, October 2nd.
It's October 2nd, and that one's in Bridgeport at the police department this year, and then we do another one in Bridgeport that Thursday, and that's going to be at the University of Bridgeport, and that's a powerful one. The kids take over, the students take over that one, and it's a really very special one.
And now, for someone out there that maybe is watching, maybe they're in crisis, or maybe they know someone that they think might be in crisis, what do you suggest they do in that situation?
Call us. We have hotline numbers, call our hotline. And even if you know somebody who's in crisis, you can call our hotline and just get information about what you're thinking and, steps you can take. There's a ton of information on our website that speaks to those issues and helps people. We also have an escape button right at the top of our website. So if a victim is afraid of their abuser tracing, there's no trace.
Wow.
It's absolutely erased.
That's
and
so
they can absolutely get out of our website immediately.
Okay.
So-
And that's it. So centerforfamilyjustice.org.
It's centerforfamilyjustice.org, and it's a great website. It's very easy to navigate, and it's terrific. I'd also like to say that this year's domestic violence, the focus of each of our vigils, this year we've had 6 intimate partner homicides in the state, and 4 of them, children were watching. And that's the whole cycle of violence that we try so hard to break. Those children are just traumatized, and they're the collateral damage in a domestic violence situation.
And I know the Center for Family Justice has worked with a lot of children.
We do
and
work
even,
with children.
I believe a camp has recently started
We
sending
did.
them
We
to
started Camp Hope. We are the first Camp Hope on the Eastern Seaboard. We sent 36, I believe, campers to camp this year, and hopefully we'll grow that number every year. It's an amazing process that we've gone through. The curriculum at the camp was developed by Camp Hope, so we had everything there. We just
All
had
ready
to
to
follow
go.
it. It was all done for us.
I mean, if you need any more evidence that it's so worthwhile buying a ticket to the Speaking of Women Luncheon, it's supporting programs like that,
It's supporting
which is so important.
so many programs. And this is just one thing that I'd like people to remember. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men are a victim of abuse in their lifetime, sexual or domestic. So if you go out, the next time you're out to dinner with your friends, look around. You're with 4 women, 1 of them, chances are, is a victim.
Wow.
And that's really kind of scary when you really think about it.
It is scary. And it shows how important the work is that you guys do.
Thank you.
So centerforfamilyjustice.org. Speaking of Women Luncheon, next Tuesday, such
And
an important
I
event.
promise we get you in and out, so get there at 12, you're eating during the program, and you're out by 2. So it's just everybody's on a tight schedule. So we recognize that.
And is there any other ways that people can support you guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The long list.
We have a donor button right up on the right up on our website. And if you want to get involved, please call. We have a wonderful director of volunteers, Beth Andrews, who would be more than willing to talk to anybody about ways to get involved. If you want to work with clients, you have to go through certification training, so it's a bit of a commitment, but we have many other committees. We do 3 events a year. You can get on any of those committee events. So yeah, we will find a place for anybody who wants to get involved or anybody who wants to donate money. Just let us know.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh.
Valerie Foster, the Center for Family Justice. Thanks so much for talking with us
Thank you
today.
so much, Kate.
All right, well, we are going to step out for a break. We'll be back with more CT Pulse after this.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
At Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook.
At Pamby Motors, we're not worried about being the biggest dealership. We're focused on being the best. We're dedicated to giving you the best experience we can. The Pamby Motors team is here to help you choose the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram in a friendly, pressure-free environment. And right now, during the summer clearance event, you'll find some of our best prices too. Like this lease on a 2017 Ram Quad Cab Express for $149 a month. Visit Pamby Motors, Route 7 in Richfield, PambyZone.com.
Bankwell combines the best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The InSports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. SCAP Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
New Canaan Foreign Car. Yes, New Canaan Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681. New Canaan.
Welcome back to CT Pulse on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Czaplinski, and of course, yesterday was primary day in Connecticut. And interestingly, Stratford's race now has two women who are going to be heading the major party tickets. Stephanie Phillips and Laura Hoydick emerged as the winners of Tuesday's primaries for mayor. Now, Phillips, who's the Democratic Town Committee chairman, won her party's nomination, 1,315 votes, besting Joe Paul, who had 628 votes, and Lenny Petroselli with 380 votes. Now, Stratford Star editor Melvin Mason spoke with Stephanie Phillips about the win. Check it out.
I'm elated, I'm happy for everyone. I just think everyone who put their faith in me, everyone who wanted change, everyone who gave me an opportunity to prove myself that I could work and help me. This is a win for all of us. This is something that everybody did together, so I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay, and you managed to win a three-way race, of course.
Yes, but it's still, this is a historic night. I mean, Stratford should be very, very proud of itself. I mean, it's no small feat, being a woman, being a minority. This is something that everyone should be proud of.
Okay.
And I can only do it because of the trust of the voters. I'm happy about that.
All right.
This is my Stratford. I love this town. Okay. And I'm very proud of it.
And she's going to make a change.
No.
She's going to make a change. She's going to make a change.
Okay.
I love it. History's being made.
Okay.
Now, on the Republican side, Laura Hoydick, who is the 120th District State Representative, defeated Sandra Zalick 1,385 to 288 to get that Republican nomination. Melvin Mason also spoke with Laura Hoydick about the win. Take a look.
Into November.
Well, I'm very encouraged, and I think that people want an issues-oriented campaign. I don't think they want any name-calling or mudslinging, and I think we need to talk about things that are important to Stratford so we can move Stratford forward.
Okay, and I know, of course, you mentioned one thing last week. You talked about the whole idea of potentially attracting Amazon to come here. I guess is economic development going to be your big linchpin?
Economic development and keeping our tax base, lowering our taxes and keeping our tax base stable. That's critically important, especially when the state is in such disarray. Stratford needs to be together itself. We have to have the same vision. We have to be working as a team. And I think that's the best way to move forward is to have consensus, civility, and good government.
Now, Phillips and Hoydick will not be alone on that mayoral ballot. Paul and Zalick have both collected enough signatures to run as petitioning candidates on November 7th, so that will be a four-way race for mayor in Stratford, which should be interesting to watch. We're going to be following that. You can also get a lot more on Stratford's primary results, including the primaries for town council nominations at stratfordstar.com. Much more on that. Now, Reading was another town in our coverage area that also had some primaries for a few seats. Now, in the Republican side, Laura Hoeing and John Riley won the primary for Reading Board of Education there. Hoeing had 262 votes, Riley had 216, while Chris Parkin finished third with 67. Republicans were allowed to vote for two of three candidates, and in total, 380 registered party members cast ballots. Now, on the Democratic side, Ed Miller beat Mark Lewis by 13 votes to win the Democratic primary for the Reading Board of Finance. You can get more on that primary at thereadingpilot.com. We are going to step out for a break, and when we come back, it's time for some drawing conclusions with Doug Smith after this.
Had a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care gives you direct access to orthopedic specialists fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care can help. Open 7 days a week now at 3 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien, or in the Westport Medical Center at 323 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Go to coastalorthoct.com. Like them on Facebook.
At the office of Dr. David Oshiro of Darien, we provide high quality and personalized orthodontic treatment in a professional and caring environment. We make treatment fun for our young patients and believe it's never too late to have a healthy and beautiful smile. Call now for an appointment and find out more at droshiro.com.
The leaves are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN network.
Welcome back to CT Pulse on the HAN network. It's time for some drawing conclusions with Doug Smith. He's actually scaring off the big bad wolf. I know we have that one if we could put it up there, Steve. Let's take a look. There it is.
Yep.
So smoking a cigar, walking along, and the big bad wolf just isn't interested.
Going to Granny's house.
All right, Doug, so let's see what you've got for us this week. First up, I believe we have a little Weston cartoon. Let's see it up there. There it is.
Yeah, the annual fund drive. They're trying to reach their goal of 200,000, and it's just an important thing to do, especially in light of all the hurricanes and things with the responders. So
yeah, they do
just
such
a little
great
plug
job.
for them.
A little plug for that fundraiser for Weston EMS. Up next, the Apple Fest.
Oh, that
I
was
like this one.
yeah. Last week the Monroe Apple Fest happened. Didn't see him there. He didn't feel up to it.
Just didn't feel up to it. Yeah.
Is any reason?
He's lost
Wonder
some
why?
weight there. Yeah. Now the
Speaking of festivals,
Garlic Festival, a big truck of mouthwash headed
Yep.
there. Emergency vehicles only. That's definitely necessary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. After the Garlic Festival on the Milford Green. All right. Up next. Now this is a little Richfield humor because the
Right.
Stonehenge Inn and Restaurant.
Right, the restaurant, although the inn is still open, the restaurant did close after, I think, 70-something years?
Long
My
time.
gosh.
Yeah, people were shocked to hear that. So you even have Stonehenge in
Yeah.
England saying it's older than them.
Yep. Neolithic structure, I think.
Now I have to read all these signs. Okay, trouble's not for sale. Some of it is. No, it isn't. Sure it is. It's not. Sorry, but it is. Now this is over a lot of debate that's been happening lately. A lot of letters.
Because Tim's selling off some town properties to raise money, and which is a common practice, I guess, in towns, but some people are
not happy
really
about
freaking out and acting like he's selling off the entire town. So
Yes.
there's big signs all over town.
Mm-hmm. And this almost looks like the representation of our editorial page this time of year a little bit in cartoon form. Now this is also great. This is a Shelton one.
Right.
There was some damage to a car.
Right, the kid jumped on the car, you tended to rebound off the car and went right through the soft roof of it and then took off. And I shouldn't laugh, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's so crazy that, if the kid did injure himself, he'd probably turn around and sue the homeowner.
Sue the homeowner somehow, right? Yeah, it's
It's
apparently some social media challenge to
Right.
dunk. If somebody has an outdoor basketball hoop, you try to dunk on it. Well, maybe don't do that. Not
Nope.
such a good idea. All right, well, I love the cartoons this week, Doug.
Hey,
Thanks
thank
as
you.
always for joining us. We are going to wrap things up here on CT Pulse. Of course, coming up at 4:30 is live field hockey on the HAN network. And we'll see you tomorrow for your coffee break at 11. Have a great day.